Hey, what's going on, Facebook? I hope you're doing awesome today. Happy Thursday, day before Valentine's Day. I hope I get a bunch of people on here to listen up because I got a great story for you. Nope, no roses for my wife. Sorry, she doesn't get roses. I don't know if you're looking forward to roses from your husband or not, but or if you're that dude and you're thinking, oh man, tomorrow's the day I got to run out. Uh, at least in my house, there ain't roses. There's no roses coming to my house tomorrow. But here's the thing, I want to share with you a cool story about Valentine's Day. Listen, I know it can be a time of year. You can celebrate the love of your life in a relationship, a spouse, so forth, or maybe it's a hard time too. Maybe you don't have a Valentine's, and I can tell you, I got a great story to share with you. First off, if you've been married for any length of time, and I've been married for 17 years, I've been together with Nicole for now, it's almost 20 years. And I can tell you the one thing that I learned really, really early on in our relationship was that she doesn't like roses. So spoiler alert, don't think that I'm just some ruthless dude who doesn't get his wife flowers. In fact, I can't tell you what we're doing, but I'm going to share with you what I've got planned for Valentine's Day, and I'll be exposing that tomorrow on the actual day. But let me share with you as the sun kind of shines through. Maybe God's smiling on me right now. So let me share with you about a little story that I have. When we met in New York, it was in December of 1999. All right, so that's to give you an age on me, right? You can tell by the gray whiskers. But anyway, I wanted to share with you a little story about Valentine's Day and roses, and it's not knocking dudes. If that's what your deal is, you're getting chocolate and flowers for the wifey for Valentine's Day, that's cool. I mean, do maybe something out of the ordinary than just roses. Plus, roses don't last very long and they're really expensive. So you could probably do something better with the money. Be creative for once in your life. So anyway, sorry if that's all you got, but I want to tell you, this is what I did. I have to share this story. It's a really, really great story. So we were dating. It was literally 2 months in. And we lived in New York City, and this is, we're just getting to know each other, dating and so forth, the whole dating thing. But we were head over heels. We were definitely, it was a quick romance. I would say we knew right away. We've been dating long enough, knew what we didn't want out of life. And sooner or later, it was actually really soon where I pulled the trigger and proposed to her. But let me backtrack to the Valentine's Day. So I had it all planned out for Valentine's Day. This is a really great, hey, what's up, Chris? And Morgan, what's going on? You got to listen to the story. Hang on here. Aileen, what's going on? TJ, what's going on? Hey, I want to just say hello. You got to hear the story because it's a really good one. So here we were. We both had full-time jobs. She was working for NYU, going to school as a nurse practitioner school, but working at NYU. I was working at a hospital for special surgery. And Valentine's Day was during the week, right? Middle of the week. But I knew, because we worked in two different areas and our schedules are super busy, that we weren't going to have time really to do much for Valentine's Day. So I made the plan to take off of work. I had it all scheduled to get in a cab to drive down to her work, surprise her, and take her out to lunch, and even had a little dessert planned. It was really just something. It really took a lot of effort, and of course I was working it. I was trying to work it to get on a good side. We weren't married at that time. We're just dating, right? So keep that in mind. So anyway, we did it, and she was so surprised. It was awesome. Blah, blah, blah. We had a great lunch, brought it back. It doesn't sound like that big a deal. Well, I thought it was a really big deal, dating. Now I was in my 20s at the time. So anyway, that turned into, you got to keep watching, got to keep listening to this story because it's a really good one. And so she got back home. She got back home from work. Went back to work. I had to redo my schedule. Came home. It was, we were meeting up for dinner. She had a little gift for me, and then she had a card, and she shared with me the card. It's a really nice card, Valentine's Day, so forth, so on. And then I kind of looked as the night was going on. We went to dinner, and she was looked at disappointment. And come to find out that she was a card person. In other words, her whole family, everything was about cards. It was if Hallmark were to go out of business, I would say it wouldn't be because of my wife and her family and stuff. They're all about cards. So anyway, I have to share this. I forgot to get her a Valentine's Day card, and she was really upset with me. And you know what? I was like, oh, this is it. I'm over. I'm not gonna she's it. That's done. She's breaking up with me. It's all over. And she was forgiving. But I can tell you the following year what I did, you have to listen to this. Hey, Carol, you have to listen to this. The following year was even funnier because the following year, when we were dating, and that time, we already known each other. I was starting to learn what she likes, what she didn't like. She doesn't like roses, but she likes cards. And the next year in Valentine's, we were still in New York, and I got 2 cards. I got 2. That's all I got, too. So I was a little sarcastic. We had fun. I think we went to like an opera or something. We fell asleep. But the next year, I made it a point. I got 2 Valentine's Day cards to make up for the year before. Now, I wasn't going to go out and get her a card. And in fact, I think I said that. I'm going to go out and get you a card now. She's like, no, it defeats the purpose. So despite my efforts, I would say, it was funny. We can look back on it now and think, oh my gosh, the little things that we were laughing about. I know my wife doesn't like roses. She likes tulips. She likes those Gerber daisies, and I know they don't really get them around here too well. Sometimes up in New York, and that they were a lot more accessible, easier to get those cool ones, but no roses, right? So, and then the chocolate thing. Well, we like chocolate, but I would say is like just to get a box of chocolate, it's just so kind of mediocre. So anyway. Back to the New York story. Yeah, so lo and behold, I realized my wife likes cards, so there's going to be a card. But also, and she may even listen to this, chances are she's not, because she's at work right now and she doesn't get on Facebook too much. It's like, you do enough for the both of us, so I don't need to go on there too much. But I know roses are not. So the point is, why am I on here sharing this with you? Is if you're dating somebody, learn what they like, what they don't like. Learn it's not typically what you may, the things that I think that my wife would like is showing up, doing the lunch thing, making an effort, all those things. She wanted a card. She wanted something written from me. And the next year I made 2. And I think I filled out the whole card and I wrote as much as I could on those cards. It was pretty awesome. She appreciated it. And look, we've been married 20 years of knowing each other 17 years later. It is not easy. It takes effort. Not just on Valentine's Day, on every day of the year. We fight, we have our quarrels, but the most important thing is we communicate with each other. And I would say is one of the ways you can communicate with your loved one, your spouse, whether it be somebody in a romantic level or just in relationships, is to really be intentional in understanding what makes them tick, right? That's what it's all about. So, hey, Greg, hey, Jeremy Wood, what's going on? So, no roses. I notice there's lots of dudes coming on here now. So, all right, it's starting to rain now. I see sun. I see there's sunshine here, and then there's a little bit of a rain coming down. It's starting to spit, so I'm not going to stay on. So, fellas, know what your wives want. They probably don't. I mean, they might be a rose kind of person, but you know what? Get those roses like not on Valentine's Day. Get them on some like random day. Okay, I'm not a relationship expert, but I would say being together with the same woman for about 20 years, getting on 20 years, I know what she likes, I know what she doesn't like, and wait till you see what I got in store for my wife for Valentine's Day. Take care and God bless. Happy Valentine's Day to you. We'll see you.